Steve. Guns built, so let's battle.
Ho ho, so you approach me, huh, Crow? Alright, I'll accept your challenge to a Robattle. What the fuck?
You about to do a Robattle? You could've gave me a heads up.
How'd you get in my closet?
Then it's agreed. I declare this a submission Robattle. As such, I, Mr. Referee, will act as referee. The rules are simple. The first Medabot to stop the other Medabot from functioning wins. The loser must submit one part to the winner. Medabots, roll battle.
Alright, I guess I'll attack first. Gun. Use gun magnum.
And this review is sponsored by NewTypeHQ.com. If you want to get yourself some tools, supplies, or even kits, you can go to the link down below and get yourself 10% off your first purchase. So, on to the review. Now this is Gunnose, also nicknamed Gun. He is from the Medabots DS game, and honestly, I've never played that game. I'd never seen this character until I seen the Kotobukiya kit, but I can tell you this, guys. This is a very odd but awesome looking Medabot. It's so asymmetric, but I love that it's asymmetric. The only thing that I can possibly say that is a little bit of a odd choice is going to be that chest. Now with the chest being so blocky, it really throws off the overall aesthetic of the kit, but it doesn't look horrible. It's just a really odd design choice. The build itself was actually not too bad. It just has a lot of polycaps, so I can see it wearing down over time, and it's a pain to paint, so I don't even know how I'm gonna go about that. I might have to just omit painting the polycaps altogether because they are used as a friction point for movement. And this is what I mean. You essentially stick the very thin arm into the polycap, and that is your entire movement is right there in that polycap. Now aside from that, it's really a fine kit. It's super simplistic. If I really tried, I could have built it in maybe like an hour and a half, but I always like to take my time, so I did not rush it that much. But it's not too bad. Now in terms of surface detail, this kit's going to be lacking. It does have a couple areas that you can paint black, such as the shoulder and the top of the head, but when it comes to panel lines, you're going to be lacking a little bit. This kit's also going to have a lot of seam lines, so you're going to have to get to removing them. Now when it comes to color separation and any kind of color corrections, this kit is barely going to need any corrections. Just a little bit of white in the left arm, and on the insides of the legs. For the articulation in the neck is basically going to be a polycap ball joint. Same for the base of the neck, that's going to be a little ball joint. Inside the shoulder is going to be another polycap ball joint. This is basically a hinge right here, which can make it go pretty far up. You also got a ball joint for the elbow, but it's a pretty decent bend. The forearm can move all around. The hands are going to be on ball joints. Another ball joint for the waist. Ball and socket for the hips. Swivel at the leg. 1 point of articulation for the leg. Ankle can move pretty far up. And the foot can also rotate. In the back is going to be where the metal is, so if you want, you can pull this down, rotate this down, and you can see the metal right there, which can pop out. For accessories, let's start with the hands. You're gonna get fists, 2 open hands, and 2 grabbing hands. For the eyes, you're gonna have different visors. This one in particular is going to be more of a normal look. To change out the visors, we're gonna take off this little front piece, and then you can just go ahead and take this little part out. And when you take off that visor, you're gonna have some detailed eyes right inside. You also get these gleeful eyes, these battle determined eyes, and a completely clear visor. And you also get 4 of these clear rapid bullet effects. And on the right arm, you are gonna get 3 of these clear missiles, and these are gonna go right inside here. There's gonna be a spring inside here, so much like you've seen with other action figures, there's going to be a launching mechanism right here.
Who killed Gundam?
Now you're also going to get this wicked effect part right here. And the last accessory you're going to have is going to be this medal, which also acts as a stand. Basically, you can plug this little clear stand right here, and you can plug in these hard paper phrases. This one basically says, like, you can't order me. This one pretty much is like, oh yeah, go, go. This one pretty much says, together we won't lose. This one's like, oh, fighting is fun. And this one basically says, come on. You get a blank one so you can write whatever you want, and you get one of the bat Medabots you can cut out, and that could be your target practice. For height comparison, here he is next to the RX-78 Revive. Now, this kit also comes with a stand adapter, not a stand unfortunately, but you're going to basically place the Medabot on it. I'm going to tell you this right now though, there's no grip. It's going to be like that, and then it's just going to fall off every time you move it. So for my final thoughts, honestly, this kit is pretty damn cool. At retail, it's about 30 bucks, 3,000 yen. However, you're going to have a tough time finding it at retail. I think online it usually goes for about $40 to maybe even $60, which is way too much for this kit. If you could find it for anything less than 30, that's the price point you're going to want to go with. It's still on Mandarake, I believe. I picked mine up for about $15, and there were still more on Mandarake between $15 and $18. So if you want to go to that website, you can definitely find it. But if you're outside Japan, maybe the shipping is going to be a little too much. However, this kit is really good. Polycaps may suck, and I hate polycaps to death, but I am able to look past it just a little bit because it has a lot of personality. With the different face plates and all the effect parts, posing it is actually really fun. And it can also fit on a stand, which is something I did not expect this kit to have. I thought honestly it just was never going to be on a stand. But nonetheless, this is a really cool kit, has really good color separation, the accessories are fantastic, so I think it's worth the purchase. But that's all for me, guys. Go ahead, relax, and enjoy the montage of different poses. And if you have any questions or you want to know anything about this kit or something else, let me know in the comment section below. But I'll be seeing you guys in the next Medabots video. Bye-bye.